we've been waiting for this game for a year to make it back to the state title game, and I'm incredibly proud of how hard my kids played today. I'm also incredibly proud of how hard they prepared for today. I mean, we had 3 hard days of practice, and I think that our preparation showed today. And they took everything in that we threw at them because we knew how good Montini was. They've got really great kids. They have really great kids coming off the bench. And so we spent a lot of time preparing for them and getting ready for them. And our kids soaked everything up, and they came out and they executed. We knocked down some big shots. We were able to get to the basket. The kids played great defense, and that's really what won us this game is our defense. And they played Lincoln basketball. And so if there's ever a question of what Lincoln basketball looks like, that's it. And they did it, and they fought really hard to get back to that state title game. And I'm just so proud of them.
Jenna, you knocked down 5 3-pointers. How does this trip this year feel different than the first time you were a year ago?
I definitely feel more comfortable on the floor because we've been on it a few times now. And last year, I was definitely behind the college 3-pointer line, and we made sure this year to say, get on the high school 3-pointer line because that's what you're used to.
Did you guys all feel more comfortable having been here just a year ago?
Yeah, even less than a year for all of us, but I think Tori played volleyball, so we were all here for that too.
Well, can you talk about nothing's given life? I mean, obviously you guys have all seniors on the starting lineup, but how much of last year's lost drive you guys all year long?
Oh, ever since we saw Nazareth rush the court, I think that just set a fire underneath us. And even before this game, we have a little video that we watch, and it's just the announcers talking about Nazareth rushing the floor and winning, and that's just been a driving force all season long ever since that final buzzer rang last year.
Becca, when you've been at the stages that you've been at, you've won a state championship in cross country, track. You've been here for volleyball, and last year you were here for basketball. Does that calm your nerves? I mean, when you come out here, does it feel just like a scrimmage almost?
To be honest, I have nerves either way. That's just how it is. But, I'm learning to look at the nerves as something positive. They help fuel adrenaline. So, yeah.
Chloe, you got a chance to play with Dickie on the same team, AD. What was it like going up against her in a big game like this?
Coming in this week, I mean, we're really close friends, and so it's always hard to play a teammate and a friend. But coming in this week, we never talked about it. We just we didn't mention it. And then today, I woke up and she was the enemy today. I couldn't look at her, and she's just an amazing player. And so I was glad I was able to play with her this summer.
Chloe, did you feel like it was their emphasis to really try to take the 3-point shot away from you?
Yeah, I think they play tight up defense, and they pressure, and so they were all over us. And yeah, I don't think I got an outside shot up, but I don't need to when I have the shooters that I have on my team, and they showed that. Tara and Jenna knocked them down, and so it was just a great game.
Taryn, did you guys watch the entire first game today?
Yes.
Yeah. How different did the Glenwood defense seem different today than it did the last time you saw them in January?
Playing Glenwood the first time, we didn't have the best game, and because they have really good defense, and I don't remember exactly what was different, but yeah, they seemed pretty quick on the floor.
Did you have an answer about that? You saw the Glenwood defense today. Does it seem different?
I just think that Glen was doing a really great job of pressuring. You could see that they were really pressuring Hinsdale's ball handlers, and that's something that we're going to have to prepare for. They looked to run and jump a couple of times. And I think Coach even talked about it in one of her press conferences where, their defense has been winning them games, and I think you can see that on the floor. She's got kids that are going to work hard, and so I think that is just that's a CS8 thing. We all have kids across the board that work really, really hard. And so it's really incredible to see 2 CS8 schools, playing for a state title. And, we have a lot of respect for Glenwood, and it's going to be exciting to play against them.
Coach, what do you mean for this team to go run the defense, right? someone out?
I think that going undefeated is just a sign of these kids and the motivation that they have every time they step on the floor. And, going undefeated was never the goal. The goal was to win a state title. And I mean, we told them to begin with, you're going to lose games this year. We're not going to win them all. So, we went into every game, preparing as hard as we could to win that game. You never want to lose. You're not thinking you're going to lose, but, we just were, trying to prepare for every single team. We never looked past anybody. And I think all that preparation helps prepare you when you don't have time to prepare. And we faced some really tough competition. We saw Morton twice. We saw Peoria Notre Dame, Alton, O'Fallon. I mean, really, really great teams. And everybody gave us their best game. We had a big target on our back. And I think when you have a target that big, you can't expect to go undefeated. So it makes it that much sweeter to get to this state title game.
Tori, whether it's a Thanksgiving tournament, Christmas tournament, or a state tournament, where you have a short turnaround between one game and the next game, what's that short period of time? How much focus do you have to be?
I mean, you've got to come into every game completely focused, and the preparation that we put in for all of the games is tremendous, and we focus on everybody's strengths and weaknesses and how we can come out with that win. But we come into every game preparing as hard as we can.
Is it hard, Piper? Is it hard to have less than a 24-hour turnaround?
Yeah, it is difficult, but like our coach said, we've been preparing for this all season. So with as little time as we have with the state championship tomorrow, we've been preparing for this the whole season. So,
Jenna, what does it do for you in a big game like this to see the first shot go in?
Well, honestly, I didn't think the first one was going to go in. It banked in, but it really, I mean, it makes me feel good and just to keep shooting because, I mean, they'll all eventually fall. So, but it really got me excited and going when that went in, banked in.
Not to get too sentimental, but some of you girls have played for hundreds of games together in your career, from way back in elementary school. You have one left. What are some thoughts from the seniors about one more game with this great group of girls?
I don't think I'm not going into that game thinking about that. I know we're just trying to go into the game and come away with the win, and I think when that final buzzer rings, I think that we'll feel it, and I think it won't hit for a while, and when it does, I think it'll be hard, but I mean, only the luckiest of people are able to have something so hard to let go of.
I'd like to add to that. Just because they won't get to play together, they're still going to be best friends, and they're still going to be there for one another. And so the basketball part of it might have built the friendship, but the friendship is going to last a lifetime, what these kids have.
It's just an amazing feeling to be able to make it to this game and to set that goal and set that such high standard to be able to reach it and just make it to that game is just an incredible feeling.
You're going to go take on Glenwood. What have you seen from this year? What you saw today as well? A different team. What do you know about them and their style of play?
They're a great team. It's cool to have CS8 teams in the state championship. It's a great conference, and just their defense has really stepped up since the first time we played them. I know it can be deceiving, the score, but they're a great team, and we got to be able to hit our shots. It would just mean everything to me, just to be able to do that for the town, for my teammates and I, and for our younger selves who always dreamed of making it to this game. I think it's lit a fire underneath us, and we had that experience under our belt, which is always helpful. But just to be able to make it to 3 state championships in a matter of a year or however little a time it is just incredible, and I'm just so proud of my teammates.
They didn't take anybody lightly all season, and they knew what they wanted from this season, and they stayed motivated, and we're back to where we want to be. We're going to play in a state title game, and so we're going to come out. We're not taking Glenwood lightly. We know how good they are, and we're going to come out and play hard, and we're going to play Lincoln basketball. And I'm incredibly proud of them. I got a little bit emotional because all I wanted all season was to get them back here, and they did it. I think that there's always pressure, but I think that a lot of it is self-inflicted, and I think it's because, you know, myself as a coach, them as players, we want so much. And so, you know, when you set goals, you're just striving for them, and so striving for those goals is, you know, it puts a little pressure on you, but that's not a bad thing. You know, you got to play through it, and you got to prepare and make sure that you're ready to go. And that's why we don't take anybody lightly, and we get ready in our gym and hope when we step on the floor, we're ready to go.